Hi there, I am Canarftis, and I wanted to make this quick little video about caloric deficits and maintaining a healthy deficit when you're trying to lose weight. This is something that came up during a chat in Sunjim's Discord, which if you are unfamiliar with him, I would highly recommend checking out his Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Sunjim. Really awesome guy, very motivational channel if you're interested in fitness at all, and just happens to have the absolute coolest comic collection I've ever seen, so pretty awesome. Back to calories. So as a general rule, your target weight loss for a week should be no more than 2 pounds. So 2 pounds of fat is 7,000 calories. 7,000 calories divided by 7 days is 1,000 calories a day. So that is your maximum target deficit for a given day. Now this is an average over the course of a week or so. You should be good if you go over or under a few calories. Not really a huge deal. However, if you happen to be a little more sedentary and maybe a little smaller in stature, you may not be able to get the full 1,000 calorie deficit, because there is a recommendation to not go below 1,200 calories consumed per day. So that is to make sure that your body is getting the minimum nutrients necessary to continue to function with basically just normal organ functions. So if you're not reaching this 1,200 calorie threshold, or if you're exceeding the 1,000 calorie deficit, you're running the risk of your body not having the nutrients necessary to maintain normal functions and restore any damage throughout the week or throughout your day. So, if you're actually working out, your muscles aren't going to repair. You're not going to actually build muscle. Deficits in certain vitamins and minerals, such as like potassium, magnesium, vitamin B12, folic acid, iron, deficits in those vitamins and minerals will cause things like on the lower end, something like muscle fatigue, weakness, muscle cramps. That's another big one for potassium. So nobody wants a muscle cramp, but these can happen with slight deficits in slight to moderate deficits in vitamins and minerals. If you get a little more extreme, those complications can elevate to things like shortness of breath, dizziness, confusion, loss of memory, elevated blood pressure, increased risk of heart disease, kidney, I don't know if kidney failure, but certainly issues with kidney, and over a long enough period of time, kidney failure would be an option or a possibility. Nobody's opting for kidney failure. So definitely things that you want to avoid. If you are on a diet and operating on caloric deficit, personally, I always take a multivitamin just to be sure, just to make sure that if I'm not paying enough attention to the details of my diet and just focusing on the macros, that I'm still getting most of the nutrients that I need, if not all of them. So it is a good idea. I think it's a good idea. Talk to your doctor if you are having any of these issues, or a nutritionist, somebody who can give you some advice, or if you're like me and hate going to the doctor, just try something. It's probably not good advice. Go to a doctor. In addition to the issues with vitamin and mineral deficits, if you don't consume enough protein in your diet, your body will start to metabolize the protein in your body, so your muscles and organs, in order to ensure it can continue to operate. This is obviously a very bad thing that can lead to, will lead to decreased muscle mass and potential organ damage. So, can get very serious, especially if it goes on for an extended period of time. It is possible to be in a deficit or eat fewer than 1,200 calories in a given period of time and not significantly impact your long-term health. If it only happens for, say you have a light day and you start fasting, you go on a 24-hour fast, that's not going to cause a problem so long as you resume a normal diet and potentially make up for some of the calories lost. However, if you go on a 48-hour fast for some reason, you're at a much higher risk of facing some complications. And if you're persistent and consistently consuming fewer calories than you should, then you're looking at some more long-term problems that'll be a little more severe. So be careful, use your head. This is a very dangerous situation if you're not careful, especially if you're not talking to a nutritionist who can provide educated answers and guidance on what your body is dealing with. So without that guidance, definitely be careful. Don't do anything that's going to put you in the hospital. That is not where you want to find yourself. So keep pushing on. Be patient. I know that if you want to lose 30 pounds, 15 weeks sounds like a very long time, especially when you're operating a caloric deficit. But 15 weeks and meeting your goal is better than 4 weeks and winding up in the hospital and having to reset. So be patient. Slow and steady wins the race. So if anybody is interested, definitely check out Sun Jim's channel. He will be more than happy to answer any questions. Just tell him I sent you. You can hit me up with any questions, leave some comments. More than happy to answer. In the meantime, pick things up, put them down.